Your support of Relay for Life makes these mission moments possible.
Welcome back to the Guam chapter of the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life. Now, I relay because of my cousin Joshua Flan, Leonard Ramirez, and to all who lost their life to cancer.
And I also relay in honor of Uncle Len, along with my Papa Paultine Gutierrez and Uncle Manning Calvo.
Let's continue with the show.
We relay for our loved ones. We relay for our family. We relay for our friends. We relay for our colleagues. We relay for our neighbors. We relay for our doctors. We relay for our nurses. We relay for our caregivers. We relay for the survivors. We relay with compassion. We relay with hope. We relay because no one should never have to battle alone. We relay with love. Love Team Take Care and FHP.
Half a day, the Western Resort Guam.
Relays.
Because
We care. Live love. Fight cancer.
We're from Team KUAM Care Force, and we're spreading the message of hope, translated one message at a time.
Italy, Speranza.
In Palau, it's Oreng. Japan, no Tumu.
Germany, Hoffnung.
yeah, we say Asa.
Hawaii, Lanako'u Mana'o.
Vietnam, Hmong.
In Coast Run, we say pizza.
In Guam and the CNMI, Pudera, Olara, Viva Somoru.
In France, it's Esperer.
Fiji, Nuitaka.
In Espanol, Esperanza.
So on behalf of all of us at Team KUAM, let's all fight cancer together. Bye.
How's it, everybody? I'm Joe Guam. Zeus Masi for supporting Relay for Life and for helping American Cancer Society save lives, everybody. This first song I want to play for you guys is a song called Day by Day. It's an original song we just wrote back in March. Hope you guys enjoy this one. Times are changing, things are strange, and we are so confused. Lives matter, but some are forced to choose. But keep your head up, pull your heart out. Yeah, we gotta believe that if we stand together, we'll make it through anything. It'll be okay. If we're living for each other, take it day by day. Your color doesn't matter. It's bigger than you and greater than me. We're doing this for humanity. Put your faith in one another. We'll find a way. Don't give up. Give it your best. It's okay to be afraid. Lives have changed so much since yesterday. We can do our part to fill our hearts with love and happiness. The sun will always rise and shine again. It'll be okay if we're living for each other. Take it day by day. Our color doesn't matter. It's bigger than you and greater than me. We're doing this for humanity. Put your faith in one another. We'll find a way. be okay. We're living for each other, take it day by day. Our color doesn't matter. It's bigger than you and greater than me. We're doing this for humanity. Put your faith in one another, we'll find a way. It's bigger than you and greater than me. We're doing this for humanity. Put your faith in one another, we'll find a way. It's bigger than you and greater than me. We're doing this for humanity. Put your faith in one another, we'll find a way. Dito mamdu todos kislaku. Magahi go bonito zangarpu. Hafaun puntogwi tangin unlidu. Opunana kini magigi on who. Hafaun puntogwi tangin wendia. Itu kirida coraçonmu. Nito amdo todos kislaku. Magahi ko bonito dan garpu. Hogu hakirida igwina zaku. Hogu ha inainzus. Hogu ha bonita senguina zaku. Hogu ha todo e tempo. Dito amdo todos kislaku. Magahi ko bonito dan garpu. Nito amdo todos kislaku. Magahi ko bonito dan garpu. Headed down south to the land of the pine, thumbing my way into North Carolina. Stepping down the road and pray to God I see it light. I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers. Hoping for Raleigh I could see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Be mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Running from the cold up in New England, I was born to be a cruising on this tropical island. Oh, baby, please the keyboard. I'll pick this ukulele now. North Country winner keeps it getting me down. It's my money playing poker and I handle town. I'm turning back, living that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Walking due south out of Roanoke, caught a trucker out of Philly out a nice long tow. He's heading west to the Cumberland Gap, Johnson City, Tennessee. I gotta get a move on before the sun. I hear my baby calling my name and I know that she's the only one. If I die in Raleigh, I know I will die free. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Well, Douglas Zeus Mossy, everybody, I'm Joe Guam. Thank you so much for supporting Relay for Life and helping American Cancer Society save lives. Zeus Mossy, have a day, everyone.
Hi, everyone. I'm Desiree Behringer-Carton, Director of Communications for the American Cancer Society. We are so excited to have one of our very own American Cancer Society funded researchers, Dr. Darren Robelair, Associate Professor in the Department of Biomedical Engineering at Boston University. Thanks so much for joining us. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me today, Desiree.
We are thrilled to have you. We so appreciate all the hard work you're doing for cancer patients and their families. Your lab is developing a wearable probe to monitor breast tumors during therapy. So tell us how this device works. Does it hurt? Is it easy to use?
Sure. So yes, we're developing a wearable probe. Let me show you what it looks like. So here it is. Can you see it? This is the bottom.
I can
Black.
see it looks very thin.
It's thin, yep, and it will go right on the skin of the patient, just like you can see in my arm there. I'm showing it on my arm, but of course this would go on the skin of the breast over a tumor location. And so the idea here is that for patients that have already been diagnosed with breast cancer, one of the problems is they will often get chemotherapy or another type of treatment, and there's enormous variability. Some patients respond to the treatment, other patients don't. And physicians want to know as early as possible during therapy who's responding, who isn't. And that's what the wearable probe is designed to determine. It uses light, sort of like a Fitbit that you might have in your wrist, but the light is going into the breast tissue through the tumor, and then we're measuring the light that comes back out. And from that, we can measure the amount of oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood in the tumor, and we can track that over time.
How would this probe be used in a clinical setting? I mean, could physicians follow patients remotely using this device?
So we've developed the device in the lab, and we're at the stage where we're testing it on patients without breast cancer. So we ask subjects to come into the lab, and we test to make sure that the device is working the way we think it is. The next step will be taking it to the clinic and using it to measure patients with breast cancer. But we're just going to do that in the hospital to start with. So patients who are going to come into the hospital anyway to get their chemotherapy. Now, the idea for the future, because the probe is so small and portable, it connects to a small electronics device that could travel with the patient, that perhaps we can have patients actually take the probe home and send the data back to the physician so we can track these patients continuously during therapy and try to identify when the treatment is working and when it stops working.
How has the American Cancer Society funding impacted your career? Unfortunately, we all have know someone, a loved one who has, heard those words, you have cancer. And how does this make a difference in your research work?
Well, I can tell you that the American Cancer Society Research Scholar Grant, which is a grant from the ACS that funds new investigators, is the very first external grant that I got in my lab. So that's a really big deal for me. It basically kicked off my whole research program, allowed me to hire the first PhD students and postdocs, and that has led to this project and other projects in the lab. So I couldn't be happier with American Cancer Society. They really have allowed my research program to blossom.
Thank you so much, Dr. Robelaire, and thank you for all that you do in the fight against cancer. We really appreciate you taking the time to join us.
Thank you, Desiree.
I just got the news today. Things will never be the same. Things will never be the way it was just the other day. They told me it'd take my life.
This Relay for Life, we're not going to be able to do laps around the GW track all night long as a family like we normally would. And that's unfortunate. But if there is one thing that we know, it's that our will to overcome cancer on our island and those affected by it can't be stopped by any circumstance. So, we can all participate in this year's relay together. During our special interactive broadcast, we'll start our virtual lap. We'll play a video of a single lap around the Manila track, and we want you to complete it with all of us, as a team, as a family, and as a community. Now, during our virtual lap, you want to use your phone to record yourself, walking any way you want. In place, around your room, maybe up the street, around a store, or just swinging your arms on the couch. Then, when the virtual lap's done, post it everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, group chat, as a tweet, a snap, a TikTok, whatever and wherever. But make sure to use the hashtag RelayGuamVirtualLap. Get involved however you wish, because that is how we continue to fight together. One lap, one island, one heartbeat, and infinite hope.
So live life alive, it's alright. We'll never give up, never stay down. Stand back up, put your feet on the ground. We all know we must fight to survive. So live life alive, it's alright now.
Still to come, the Luminarious ceremony.
And a special tribute to our survivors.
Let's honor those who have fought and continue to fight.
Stay strong, we'll fight this together.
A hope is a hope, no matter how small.
Keep walking through the storm. Your rainbow is waiting on the other side.
Your support of Relay for Life makes these mission moments possible.